Hello and welcome to another bonus episode of Hockey Inside Out. Today's question comes from one of our viewers, the Duffer99. I would love to know the reasoning behind that name. So he asks, or she asks, what do you think about playing three veterans together on the third line? Shouldn't the development of the team's young players be priority number one and not wins? Stu, do you have an issue with the lineups that Martin St. Louis has been going with?
No, I mean, he started the season with Monahan between Pearson and Gallagher. That changed after the injury to Doc. He had to shuffle his lines around a little bit. But I understand why he did it. You got three veteran guys, all with something to prove, all coming back from injuries, all proving that they're not finished. Pearson's career looked like it might be over because of that hand injury. We know all this stuff Monahan's gone through with his injuries, and Gallagher also. So three veteran guys can feed off each other, maybe push each other a little bit, rely on their veteran little tricks. Not the fastest line, obviously. Excuse me. While development's still the number one thing for the Canadiens, these three veterans are still in the lineup, and you got to play them. So playing them together to me wasn't a bad idea. As I said, they were forced to switch it around after the injury to Doc. But I understand what Marty St. Louis is trying to do there, and trying to get these guys to feed off each other and find their form again.
And I don't have a problem with the three veteran guys together. They know what they need to do. But again, there's 3 games into the season. There's lots of opportunity to move some pieces around, and they quite possibly will end up with some different combinations to see who can complement each other. So you want to develop your young kids. They want to have the opportunity to play. So it's at that line between, the veteran guy maybe is going to take a little less ice time to try and give the opportunity to the young guy. But this is something that they'll go over as a group to figure out, where they want to go, who they want to give the opportunity. But I don't think it really affects the development of some of their young guys, providing they're used in the right way and, get their share of ice time so they can progress in a positive way.
Yeah, I don't think this is a situation where anybody's being held back per se. I think, maybe just Jesse Ylönen could play a little bit more. He's the least used forward on the team, but he's still getting 12 minutes per game, a little bit over 12 minutes per game, which is not bad, and some special teams time. I think he'll get more time on the power play eventually just because he has that shot. But I don't think if Armia was in the lineup right now, I think you'd have us all saying, hey, they need to figure out a way to get a kid in the lineup. But they bit that bullet and waived Armia. So there's nobody on this roster, I think, who didn't earn it in training camp. And that's kind of what you want, whether it's a veteran or a kid. I don't think the kids are being held back this year.
No, and the work ethic's always going to be there with Pearson, Monahan, and Gallagher. And with Monahan, you can move him up and down the lineup. I mean, he's such a good, smart hockey player. He's so good on faceoffs. He's so good all over the ice. And at some point, I wonder if Marty's going to put him back with Slafkovsky, maybe with Slafkovsky and Anderson as his wingers, just because he's able to control the pace of the game, Monahan, and speed it up and slow it down. And I think Slafkovsky needs the game to slow down a bit still as his development. I think that would help him moving forward. So we're going to see a lot of line changes. I mean, that's just part of today's NHL, and that's part of Marty St. Louis. But I wouldn't be shocked if he goes back to the three veterans again at some point.
All right. Well, do you agree or disagree with the panel? And if you have something you'd like us to discuss, make sure you leave it in the comment section below and check out Hockey Inside Out to see our full episode.